Words are like leaves, and where they most abound, much depth of sense beneath is seldom to be found. St. Francis Xavier knew the power of the word. He knew also how many words went into the air and how much energy went in the same direction. He saw the value of one immortal soul. And truly and authentically he saw that souls without Christian truth and grace are in danger of never seeing God. That was the whole thrust of the missionary movement until our own generation, essentially. Souls at risk. It was extremely generous. Very often, as actually in the case of St. Francis Xavier, the first generation was sacrificed. Fever, disease, even martyrdom. We have lost the thrust. Even in missionary countries, very often the mission done now is cultural, a presence in inverted commas. Where is the spirit of St. Paul, the spirit of those who were sent by the Lord, the lost sheep out there? St. Francis Xavier wrote back to Europe, from the bottom of his heart, these powerful, eloquent words which still ring out in our ears. Very many out here fail to become Christians simply because there is nobody available to make them Christian. I have very often had the notion to go around the universities of Europe, and especially Paris, and to shout aloud everywhere like a madman, and to bludgeon those people who have more learning than love with these words. Alas, what an immense number of souls are excluded from heaven through your fault and thrust down to hell. This is true mission. And we, when faced with an immortal soul, start well by getting through to that soul's inner life, through gaining that soul's confidence, by humour and wit. But then we remain at that point, and that is the problem. We are in that era of just a presence, hoping to conquer by our goodness alone, our culture alone, in the world of culture. It is not enough. And St. Paul VI in Evangelii Nuntiandi around 1975 did put it down as a clear message for all Christians. We should not leave it to others to do the work of evangelization. And by that he meant, in a cryptic form, but clearly, do not leave it to the sects to go from door to door. We have the Legion of Mary, which actually still does go from door to door, and they do win souls. If we knew the value of one immortal soul, we would not remain at the level of common humanity in a conversation, adding joke to joke and never ever getting on to the nerve of the problem. The immortal soul will go on, and if it is not evangelized, if it is not given grace and knowledge and light and true orientation, then it will remain what precisely Old Nick wants it to remain. In the dark, in mortal sin. And mortal sin by its very nature is the death of the soul, and the soul that is dead, at the death of the body, alas,